What is going on, you lot? Midi here. There is one build I've kind of not covered with Baal currently. And with the Schemer's boss unit, you guys know that he has the Peekabo ability. I did actually cover a build sort of surrounding this. But around the time of May, there was a patch note where it basically says that survivors can no longer detect Baal during the Peekabo ability by the sound of his steps or his voice. And it did get me thinking, does that now mean that the Peekabo build could kind of come into meta a little bit? I still think it's a quirky build. The build is a little bit off meta, yeah? If you get kind of bored of using standard meta builds where you're just putting early pressure on survivors and you want to try something more unique, bit of fun, then I definitely feel like you could experiment with this build. As a lot of you already know, you've got the Peekabo ability, so dodging makes Baal go invisible for a limited time until he attacks. While he's concealed, his first strike deals more damage. Unless you're really planning things out with the schema, like you put a trap somewhere and you can kind of bait the survivors to walk into that, you come out of your invincibility and you land that first hit on maybe a support or a hunter because they have lower HP, you will do a lot of damage, especially having Field of Fear, so you do an increase of damage with the higher fear level. You then of course have the heavy damage on boss, so that goes up by 20%, and then you've got Ball and Chain, so reduces the cooldown of Ball's active abilities but also increases the damage dealt by the Peekabo ability. The problem is his really good survivors could just easily dodge this even though they can't even hear you. Maybe if you go right behind a survivor and you get a first poke on them, yeah, it would work, but if someone knows how to dodge, they're a really experienced player, it's going to be a lot harder to land hits like that. Of course, one point into mindfulness just so we're a little bit more tanky with him. I really honestly just wanted to experiment how a build like this would actually play out. Would it ever become meta? Is it more of a quirky fun build? We're going to find out. As always, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. You got to let me know what you think about the quirky build. Do you think you can get away with demon builds that are like kind of not really meta, you know, they kind of rely on one thing, or do you think it's always best to stick to the meta builds? Let's go see how it plays out. Alright lads, let's do it. Old Ozzy Osbourne Peekabo ability build. Is it going to be meta? I mean, hopefully the survivors are not too good, because I feel like if they, even though they can't hear his footsteps anymore in invincibility,
portions of a map lie hidden.
Tell you an interesting fact about this ability though. I just want to trap this area out really quickly. Look at this. Beautiful.
And do it fast.
Still going to put the early pressure on them, try and hit 10 as quickly as I can. And obviously putting as many points into the boss as we can, just so we're maximising that damage early on. So it's all about getting levels really, hitting 10 as quickly as you can without them having too much of an early map advantage. Okay.
Human hands now hold a fragment
like too soon, didn't I?
Map. Why
First point into the basics and demon powers. That is the route that I normally go down. And also another thing that I noticed is within the patch now, it actually says that let's say Hunter Ash marks you as a target, you know, like headshots you, you're marked, or Kelly does bleed damage. I think the invincibility gets rid of it. I'm pretty sure it cleanses it. I have to retake a look at them patch notes. But I do think that could be a good little play to do. Okay, they're right at the bottom, which is perfect. Dark Ones is here. Already, we're level 5, mate. Doing alright. I've got a Hunter Ash. It's going to be a little bit painful. If I was going to use the Ball's Peekabo ability, I always will try and go for targets that are a little bit easier. Probably not got as much stamina. Blacksmith's going to be one, but then he basically a warrior. He's tanky as hell, isn't he? So Hunter Ash could be a call here. Leaders, they're not too tanky. Could be another shout. So we're actually going against the Warrior Ash, a Leader Ash, a Blacksmith, and a Hunter Ash. A little bit of a counter combo to Bill. So finding them on the first map piece is not actually too bad. Trap this area out quickly. Of course, until we get to level 10, we're going to put some early pressure on them if he actually walks into that. Where's he going? I think I'm actually going to walk into this, annoyingly. Oh, I changed my mind. Here we go. Get that point into possession just as we hit 6 there. Straight away, he's going to go, yeah, I'm out. There we go, marked. As soon as they're marked.
I call this one the Ash.
Look at it. Look at that timing, come on. Ow. I do feel like you can poke down warriors early on. He's got the dodges, though. Wait, he's got the dodges. Alright. Now, a lot of the time, what I'll do with this, when I use that speed attack ability, and I kind of just can't even touch them, I will just drop that unit. Drop it, you know, get a fresh one, boom. Got the attack speed again. Especially if people are really good at dodging, that is the route you've got to take. Maybe I should save my ability for this area, actually. They're kind of stuck here. The Hunter Ash is not too near me. Wait, walks into that. Perfect. Right. So we can actually do a Blacksmith. Oh, just got him. You got to make sure you're just within distance with that. And when they got their back turned, remember, you're going to be landing all them hits. He's going to get the cola in here, yeah. Come on, dodge out. If we can... Oh, no. Like 1 second off. I'm still going to hold this unit. He's constantly got his back turned here. Dodge that, move back. Might be able to get one more attack speed boost on him. Yep. Look at that. Beautiful. He's actually... Okay. That's perfect. He's thinking, alright, now I've actually got to fight it. Let's get a jump scare in if we can. Oh, we're not getting that. A little bush, a little palm tree wanted to stay in my way though. Right, Hunter Ash is still sort of south of the map. They got the second map piece though. Kind of got a little bit lucky with this. It's all in the same area. I'm hoping the next map piece is obviously moved off and we need to get rid of this car ASAP. Kind of get rid of this and then I think we've got to run the rest of it. I think there's another car. I'm going to flip it. I'm just going to throw it away. Hoping they don't actually run down here. Sometimes it's good. Like the dark ones do actually spawn exactly where I put that car. You could just throw the car into that. Dark ones are going to destroy it. Speed booster. I'm going to go for the warrior ash, you know, get ahead of them a little bit. Sound perfect. Trap and let's go. Let's see leader ash. How good's the dodging? Oh, okay, not bad. You know what I mean? When you get that initial little hit in and they're walking into traps like this, beautiful. Obviously you've got the ability as well, so trap's going to keep going off.
Split you down the middle.
Right, it's got cola in there. I'm fine with that. They want to sort of stay around. I do feel like you can take on warriors though. So just they walk into that trap and they're taking an increase of damage. Now you can do it. Let's get this jump scare in. Come on. Get free. No, we're getting 2 pieces. I'll take it. Trap. Come on. Wait. Let's get ahead of them a little bit. Actually, yeah. Knew it. Literally knew it. You ain't get that back piece, man. You got to hold it out for a sec. You got to hold that.
It's me.
Let's go, boss.
I'm here to save the world.
Come on, boys. Just come in. Right. Finally got ill now, so I can actually throw him down. Definitely. No. Might be able to delay a little bit more time before they pick up that map piece. I'm just all about... Ah, you got it. Okay. Go for the vampire swipe. Get a bit of health regen from that. Bit of leech. Always good. Right, so they've got all the map pieces done. They've actually done quite a good job here. All of the map pieces weren't too far away from them. I was able to do all of that. Basic again. Closer here. Hopefully you don't go cutscene. Come on. There we go. Used ability there. Should have used that a little bit earlier. Goes in for the cola. Not even going to be able to interrupt now. Right. Another point in the boss here. Okay. Stop attacking. Right, we're done here. Trying to get out of his field of view a little bit. Bait out some dodges just by sprinting near him. People panic dodge. I mean, look, all we needed there was that one perfect dodge. Right, so the daggers and pages haven't been trapped out. Hunter Ash is nowhere to be seen, by the way, so they're making it a little bit easier because he's kind of not with the team. If Hunter Ash was on top of him there, I'd be doing even less damage. Jump scare, beautiful. Get 2 traps here. Might have been a little bit of a waste of the ability. See what we can do here. Let's get another point in demon powers, max this out. Just going to take possession for now. Oh, no. Perfect. Obviously, look, he takes that increase of damage. Oh, Laxman's feeling like Mia right now. I'll take it. Not bad at all. I think, yeah, they're trying to push over to the objective now, but they've got no cars nearby. Oh, they've got one in the Acton. Not sure why they didn't just take that, but it's fine. Do need to use my boss unit in a minute. I'm just still trying to put a bit of early pressure on him. Going to trap the window as well. Obviously, we know he's going to run straight into that. There we go. Hey. Oh, we're close. Right, this is a really good hut as well. Okay, he's going to go for the little loot mechanic. We're going to actually just ditch this for a sec. Not too bothered about that. Got to prioritise the targets here. You know, let him get away for a sec. I feel like these over here are going to be probably the better targets. We've got 3 points into boss now. Hey, we're getting there. Because the problem is you want to have a few points into the boss. If you pull him out too early, he's going to have absolutely no health. And depending on how many pink F bottles these guys have got, they are going to melt your boss extremely quickly. So you want to make sure you've got that level advantage of putting points into the boss. Otherwise, he's going to get melted, he's going to die, they're going to get a free Shemps or a shield. It's pain. Okay. So far, so good, though. Almost got trapped. Almost got our trap ability off down here. Jump scare here. Right. It's not the best area because they can loot me here. Let's try it. Invisible. If we can actually get a free hit, how good they actually are. They can't hear me. Oh, come on! That's what I'm saying, though. You know that they didn't even hear me there. They were still able to dodge it. Obviously, we've got the reduced cooldown here. Just for all the abilities. Oh my god, that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. You know they're going to be able to dodge it. Good survivors will. If it was more instant, I feel like you're guaranteed to land that every time. Alright, let's just go for the grab. That's what I'm saying though, you know what I mean? You just go for the grab instead of the peekaboo. Nice, can dodge that. Although we've got the Infernal Energy, I still have no idea what Hunter Ash is doing. Warrior Ash, I'm not sure if he's going to start objective. I can't see him on map right now. Try to get behind him a little bit. There we go. Not that much damage. 200... like 247. Maybe if he walked into a trap as well, but when you pull out boss, you got to pre-plan all that. You're going to have to throw down your traps unless you activate ability and then use boss. Yep, Blacksmith is on it every time, mate. That's the only problem with the boss unit. By the time you sort of do your 4-hit combo, you can't actually do anything. I'm going to ditch him up here. Kind of gave up with that. Kind of gave up with my little peekaboo ability there, annoyingly. Another trap right there. You know what I mean? If you was going to be using Baal's peekaboo ability compared to just using these basic units, you know what I mean? Like, what's better? Look at the damage. The damage already, just from taking 2 hits off that basic unit, has done more than the peekaboo ability. But maybe on point, and you're using traps and stuff like that, I feel like it could work. Oh, mate, they are on dodging. Right, someone's used the car there. Warrior Ash probably starting point. They had the early advantage here. Now they've just wasted a lot of time. This is where you're in solo queue and no one's kind of coordinating with each other. You know what I mean? No one's sort of starting the objective. But he has wasted a lot of coders here. Absolutely nothing. All flashlights come out. Alright. I'm fine with that. Alright. This is fine for now. Right. There we go. Remember, when you ping flashlights with me, man, it ain't never going to go well for you. I can promise you that, right? Warrior Ash actually might be starting objective now. Usability, try and catch up with the car. One more trap. Didn't even need it. Try and flip it if we can. There's another car literally right next to him. Just seen. Wow. Still got ability though, so I can catch up with him. There we go. Right, let's start points. Okay. This is hard. They're going to do a split cap, I think.
Shred their flesh in return.
Yeah, they're going to do a split cap. Hunter Ash is not even split capping. He's split looting right now. What's the deal with this? Obviously found their weakest link here. Let's trap all this out. Trap down here. There we go. Get this paranoia in. Might be able to... Yeah. Blacksmith's got the warrior damage right now, which is beautiful. Get near him. Oh, he almost went a point there. No! Out. Goodbye. That's you at, mate. Right, yeah, then they're going to obviously do the objective here. Got to try and think if I can get the kill on Blacksmith before they start the point here. And this point's obviously reset. Maybe I'm on a bit of a timer. If I can kill the Blacksmith and then go straight to that next point, we're good. Because he gave up. Okay. I'm fine with that. Flashlights man has had enough. What's the diet? Goodbye. I drop that. Hunter Ash is finally coming over to his team. Warrior Ash, I don't know why he started the objective then and redone it. So Hunter Ash has been looting for over 10 minutes now. Sometimes you could just do this instead. Go invisible. And then just get a grab on them, guaranteed. If anyone's solo with your boss, you can be doing this. I mean, look at this dude. What is going on? Like, it's crazy in the level difference, ain't it? Like, you've got the Blacksmith and the Leader Ash who are pretty okay at dodging. And then you've just got the Hunter Ash that maybe is new to the game. That one player will just destroy the entire team. You know what I mean? You're looting too long. You're not being on the objectives. That's probably what Blacksmith thought. Probably thought game's GG, mate. Especially if someone picks Hunter as well, which is more of a harder class to play in terms of like dodging, trying to land shots. Pain, man. Do I think Bill's peekaboo ability is really good? Not really. I mean, it is definitely fun to use. That's what I'm saying. You come against good players, even though they can't hear you, they just know how to dodge. Essentially, he's going nowhere with this, unfortunately. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to do this to you guys, but just the way the cookie crumbles. So Bill's peekaboo ability, is it good? I mean, that is it really, isn't it? You can actually land the peekaboo after someone walks into a trap. I think you're going to be doing a lot of damage. But I don't think putting all the points into the boss is worth it. I mean, you're always going to be doing more damage get them to walk into a trap, pulling the basic out, doing this. You know what I mean? And already just that action alone has done more damage than the Baal's Peekabo ability. Against warrior comps and shit? Yeah, maybe? No more looping. We're done with this. Yeah, that's old news, these loop spots. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, I'll let you guys decide if you think Baal's Peekabo ability is worth using. Personally, I think it is a quirky build. I think it will probably actually get you to lose a game or give them a little bit of an advantage. In certain scenarios, are you going up against like 2 warriors and maybe a leader and a blacksmith? Yeah, possibly. Damn.